Well, Musex is in Bangkok, and we have been covering everything that has been going on in Bangkok, be it the 30-story building that fell, and also a very important event is going to happen. The BIMSTEC event, where the Prime Minister of India himself, Narendra Modi, will be coming here. He will be addressing the Indian diaspora here. He will be meeting he has been rather invited by the Thai Prime Minister as well. And there are many such world leaders who will be coming. And to talk more about it, we are also joined by a very special guest. We are joined by Dr. Manisha Bose, who is the lecturer of Assumption University and also the founder of We Women Network, and is also a mentor of a girls' college in Uttar Pradesh. And very importantly, another very important fact why we have her is because of the fact that she has also been invited as a special guest in the PM's program in BIMSTEC as well. Ma'am, welcome to NewsX. Ma'am,
Namaste, Swadika.
and very first question to you would be, ma'am, how do you perceive prime ministers, visit influencing the existing, culture and economic relationship between both India and Thailand, and also considering the historical connection that is shared by the two countries?
Of course, the fact that the Prime Minister is here, it shows the importance of this event of BIMSTEC. And with our Prime Minister, who has always been talking about soft power, like he talks about yoga, he talks about Ayurveda, these are the soft power that keep people connected. It's this whole BIMSTEC is
Yeah.
about mutualism. So he's talking about that. So it's very important. And yes, with especially with Thailand, we are historically, religiously, and economically connected. We trace back to the times of the Silk Route that we took to have the trade. And we had Dr. Jayashankar a few months ago where he spoke about Indian policy of looking east. And that's a very inward policy that India is working on. And this is a very important part of that policy as well. And also, it is a fantastic bridge between South Asia and Southeast Asia. So, absolutely looking forward to seeing Narendra Modi ji and his efforts in this kind of a collaboration.
Yeah. Also, ma'am, like you said, you're also being invited as a guest and as an active member yourself of the Indian community, representing Indian community in Thailand itself. What expectations do you have from the outcomes of the BIMSTEC event summit that could, directly benefit the Indian community who are residing in Thailand like you?
Yeah, see, whatever India does impacts us. Whatever we do impacts
Hmm.
India as well. So, as an Indian community, we are very excited. We are hoping that there can be good trade between the countries, policies are easier, a good amount of intellectual exchange, cultural exchange, because that is where, where he talks about people's connect. And this one of the I think one of the policies and one of the motive in this is also people's
Yeah.
connect. So it is going to directly impact us. And I also want to take this opportunity to say that Indian diaspora does a great job. And Embassy of India, especially, is not only a bridge between Indian diaspora, but also a bridge between us and the Thai people. And they're constantly working. And they're not only acknowledging the associations and organizations here, but also individuals who, in our own capacity, are also face of India. So kudos to Indian Embassy to doing a great job. And this is going to BIMSTEC and such things are going to make their enhance their work and also make their job a bit easier with better policies. They can carry on what they are here for. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and also, ma'am, very importantly, the BIMSTEC summit also rather clearly aims to, enhance cooperation across various sectors, including your trade, your security, and disaster management. Now, which areas of collaboration do you feel will be the most critical for or crucial for the development of the region, and how can India and Thailand, per se, work together to address these kind of priorities?
See, me being an educator and coming from an academic background and educational field, for me, education and tourism. So these are two things where we can work very hard on. We do see a lot of Indian tourists here, but we don't see as many Thai tourists in India, which has started flowing in.
Hmm.
But I know that in the potential India has, if you compare the ratio of tourists going there, is not as much. So I feel that that is something which needs to be addressed and worked on. And education, certainly, like for example, all the BIMSTEC nations. I have students in my class from these countries. So I have students from Burma, I have students from Nepal, I have students from Sri Lanka, and I have students, of course,
Yeah.
from Thailand. So the way intimately education can bring people together, it's the best way to know each other intimately. And there is a lot of potential in academic exchange between these two countries.
And also, ma'am, very importantly, now we've been here to cover the recent 7.7 earthquake that jolted Myanmar, that jolted Bangkok. Also, there was this one 30-story building that is the state audit office that fell. Given that the parts of Thailand and Myanmar are affected, resulting in significant casualties also and damages, how do you think the summit rather that is happening in this time can address disaster management and also foster any kind of regional resilience in face of such natural calamities that has happened?
See, I personally feel that this is going to be a hot topic of discussion. Given the sad scenario that happened, yes, they can all have a very rapid force, that can come into action. They can have a common training for such things, and most importantly, have earthquake resistant technology which countries can share with each other. These are the things that can be done. And as I hear, India has also sent a lot of
Yeah.
incentives to Myanmar. So doing these kind of things, with each other, is definitely things that they should be talking more about it. Because I don't know if it's global warming that has caused this, but these are we will be coming across these things, and we need to have a force that we need to deal with these things as promptly as we can.
Yes, definitely. To our viewers also, India has definitely extended extension of friendship to Myanmar, where even Operation Brahma is in also full swing. NDRF officials are working day and night. They have been deployed in seven sites. They have been working. India has been sending 50 tons of relief materials, and India is doing everything they can in their capacity. 118 team army hospital deployed from Magra to Myanmar also to provide aid. And yes, India is doing everything in their capacity to help the people in Myanmar who are still struggling to get out of the calamity that has happened. And ma'am, now my very last question to you would be, as an expat who is living from India for the past 2 decades rather, what according to you are such crucial initiatives like BIMSTEC in a very nutshell?
This is a Sanskrit shlok that I would like to recite,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
this
Yes, ma'am.
Sanskrit shlok that I would like to recite, which from my childhood I've been listening and now I understand the meaning, which says, Sahna vavatu sahna bhunaktu sa viryam karvavahe tejasvi namadhitamastu ma vidva vishavahe, which means together we need to be nourished, together we need to be protected. It is together that we need to work positively, and we should together stay in a state of shared knowledge and radiance. Today is the time of mutualism and collaboration. COVID taught us that,
Yeah.
right? We can, if one is safe, the other is safe. So, tracing that Sanskrit shlok, I would say that this is how these efforts which are being made is the only way forward. So, yeah, this is what I want to
Thank you
end
so
this
much.
with.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
ma'am. So, yes, viewers, that was Dr. Manisha Bose who spoke exclusively to us, who shared about the importance of Indian diaspora, what it brings to the table, how important BIMSTEC, and how important or crucial is the Prime Minister's visit to Thailand. Thank you so much, ma'am, for talking to us.
Thank
So,
you.
this
Thank you.
was us. This was our coverage for NewsX. We have been covering for 3 days, and we will be covering the BIMSTEC summit also that is going to happen in a few days, in a day or two. This is me, Brian Anthi Thomas, signing off for NewsX from Bangkok.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.